Hey, what's up, guys? Week 5 of the horror movie marathon. A short week, not even a full week. Please excuse me if I'm looking a little like Chris Angeled out today. I basically did some makeup last night for a Halloween thing, and well, it's not all gone yet. It's still kind of stuck. It really, I was using makeup that I had left over from years ago, and I think it's kind of gotten a weird consistency in its time in storage. And yeah, it kind of isn't going away. But anyway, to the movies. And I watched these all out of order this week. I was behind going into the week, and I just messed everything up. But actually, the first thing I watched was The Brood, which is a David Cronenberg film. That one was interesting. Another in that category of glad I watched it, but wouldn't go back to it anytime real soon. My problem is that was one I basically had the list of was Bravo's 100 Scariest Movie Moments. I've done 3 different little shows of that, and I wanted to watch all of them. I hadn't seen a lot of those movies. I've been watching the documentary's been around for what, like 10 years now. I mean, the first one's pretty old by this point, but yeah, I wanted to make a point of seeing all the movies on that list. By no means is that a definitive list, but it's a long list and it has a lot of things I never saw. So I've been chipping away at it over the years, and quite a few movies I picked this year were actually on that list, and The Brood was one of them. But unfortunately, everything they show in that thing, I'm finding a lot of it takes place at the very end of the movie and is mega spoilers. Like House of Wax, kind of saw how that ended. Not that that was that big of a twist, but I can't even think of some of the other movies. But yeah, this was one of them that was really just, oh yeah, I've seen the end of this. I've seen it way already. I don't know, like the whole movie, I knew what the end was, and it's one of those things where am I not supposed to know? I'll post a spoiler to it at the end of this video as like an extra little added on part. But then I went back and watched Trick or Treat, movie I hit every year. Love it. The sequel was just announced, which makes me so happy. I just hope the quality stays through it. I really do. I'm a little nervous that they won't maintain such a good, fun Halloween movie. And not that it's that scary of a movie. The more I watch it, some of the twists and turns of it get a little like, okay, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it's still fun. It has a great Halloween mood to it. And I think that's the most important thing to me is it has that vibe and it feels like a good Halloween movie. And that's what I want. That's what I really want at the end of the day. Then yesterday, I watched the first half hour of Lords of Salem. It's not really holding my attention, but I watched it. It actually solidified the makeup I was doing last night. We just went to this local haunted attraction. It was a haunted zoo actually, but I had this weird desire. I'm a big heavy metal fan, and the Norwegian black metal bands have a makeup style called corpse paint. Basically, think of like a more extreme version of Kiss. That sounds awful, and I'd probably be disowned by any metal community for saying it that way. But that's the easiest way I can explain it to you. It's just white face paint, and then highlighting around the eyes with black and around the mouth, and just looking all gross and nasty. Yeah, I kind of had this weird urge to do that again. I hadn't done it in a while, and they had in the beginning of Lords of Salem, they were talking to a black metal artist, and they were showing clips from a video with people in corpse paint. I'm like, yep, doing it, you gotta do it. But after that, watched Rec, R-E-C, I guess that's how you'd say it, would be Rec or Record, maybe, I don't know. Spanish language horror film, found footage horror film, pretty much a zombie film. It felt a little in ties with 28 Days Later, that kind of rage virus, as opposed to just being full out dead, reanimated. It was very much just like, I am angry and I am going to kill you. But that was really cool. I really enjoyed that movie. I probably will end up picking that up on DVD because I enjoyed the hell out of it. I know Quarantine, I think, is the American remake. Obviously very wary of an Americanized remake, but could be kind of interesting just to see it, just see if they maintain anything or add anything new. Let me know if you've seen it and if it's worth it, or if any of the sequels are worthwhile, because I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. The found footage got annoying towards the end, because it's one of those things like, well, why are you recording this? And even though you have, basically they were going with, oh, it's our duty, we're reporters, we need to show what's going on here. But it's like, at some point, at some points when your life is in danger, you're not going to be recording recording. It's that Diary of the Dead mentality, I guess. But there were a couple moments that actually got a jump out of me, which is rare. I mean, it was a jump scare, but I'm not proud that it made me jump, but it did. It made me jump. One at the end in particular, I was watching it laying in bed. I was watching on my computer, and my girlfriend was reading next to me, and she had her book up against my back. I think I made her lose her place because I just had one of those moments like, whoa, got to get away from the screen, just because it made me jump, and I think I made her lose her place in the book, which is kind of funny. But yeah, definitely recommend that movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I never had a problem with subtitled films, so I know some people do, but I like it. And then I just finished up The Strangers. I'd heard good things, and it was okay. I can't bash it for anything. I don't particularly like that style of horror movie, the realistic thing. I know it sounds weird because there are plenty of realistic horror movies I do like, but just the home invasion. I mean, it's a step away from being a crime movie as opposed to a horror movie. It's the thing that's lacking is motivation. If we had motivation for these people, then it would be a crime movie. If we not having motivation, now it's a horror movie. Or they have masks too, I guess that helps. But just not over the moon with it. I mean, it kind of is one of those movies. I watched most of it last night about 2 a.m. and not a good thing to watch before going to bed and shutting all the lights off, because you're just like, what if somebody tried to break in the house, which is kind of ridiculous where I live. It's probably fairly unlikely, but it could still happen, unfortunately. But it just, I knew from the beginning, once again, is one of those movies, like, I knew from the promotional material, like, they come and they terrorize these people, and there's no reason, they just do it because they're crazy. And I guess it's supposed to be scary. To me, it's like, oh, you just didn't feel like writing a better script. Jumping back to Wreck real quick. The last scene of the movie is a scene that I saw in every damn trailer for that film. It didn't really take away from it, but it left me just like, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? This thing that was in every trailer. I think it's the cover art of the DVD is the last scene of the film. That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of messed up. And today, just one movie left. Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. Annual tradition. I basically have to do it. I think I'm going to save it for tonight. Watch it truly, in the full Halloween spirit of things. I'm going to try to throw on a few more today. I have a lot of crap to do outside of, that. So we'll see what I actually get accomplished. I'm also going to tack in here some footage from when I went to Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but I do have some, so I'm going to upload that on here. can see between that last segment and now, a little time has passed. I completely neglected to finish up these videos, which I did do better than I did last year. Last year, I did not get everything finished until December. So this year, doing a little bit better, but still like half a month late. But yeah, might as well just throw out the obligatoriness. I finished the Halloween marathon. I did complete the last movie of the month and watched Halloween. That day, I think I watched Halloween 4. I watched, I think it was the original. Yeah, the original Frankenstein. And I watched John Carpenter's Halloween. And then I capped it all off with a little bit of Grindhouse Planet Terror that night. But yeah, I just kind of can't believe I neglected to finish this up as badly as I did. But yeah, that was the end of it, and that was the end of the horror movie marathon. Well, at this point, it's just 11 and a half more months till Halloween, so I just maybe I'll have to start planning my schedule for next year. But thank you guys for joining me on this. October was crazy. I've never done so many videos within such a short period of time. It was a lot of fun. It was also really stressful. As you're watching this now, I have kind of a more laid-back, normal schedule of videos, and it is a little nice to not be so frantically trying to edit and post things, because editing takes quite a bit of time. But yeah, back to just shooting toy reviews. See you guys later. Basically, I mean, you see the little monsters running around that look exactly like the little Carol Ann daughter she has. I know she predates Carol Ann, but still. Like, are you not supposed to know that those are her children? Are you not supposed to know that she bred those things? Because it's pretty obvious to me.